Mazzoni, and welcome back to D1 Pitching Mechanics. We're here to talk about the 10 concepts, philosophies that will make you a great pitcher above and beyond your pitching mechanics. And what we're going to talk about here today is your mental, several more points before we get to 10 about the mental game. But here's point number 1. It's that you need to stay on your process, not your outcome. This goes for somebody who's a 5-year-old in T-ball, although they're not going to get the concept, right down to a big leaguer with an agent that's trying to prove his next contract or earn his contract, or games are on TV or playoffs. We have a job. Our job is to get the baseball, throw it, good quality pitches to a target. That is our job. Fast, curve, change, slider, cutter, knuckler, whatever you have. Our job is very simple. Use our eyes to pick up the spot and then athletically throw the ball to that spot. Okay? Pitch by pitch by pitch with full concentration and presence on each pitch. Seems simple. What can get in the way of that is maybe about a billion things, and I'll list some of them. You thinking, well, gee, what does this outing mean for my future outings? Am I going to now move up in the rotation? Am I going to keep my spot? Am I going to be the main reliever? What's the coach think? What's the team think? Does the team think I'm a good pitcher? My dad is paying for lessons. You know, what does he think? Am I getting better? Is he wasting his money on my lessons? And my uncle's here. There's a scout. There's a college coach. The other guys in the dugout are screaming and making noise. This field stinks. Oh my God, this umpire again. Oh, it might rain. It's too sunny. These guys can't play defense behind me. There's a million things, right? Ice cream truck going by. Who knows? There's a million things that take away from your single-minded purpose of throwing this object from your hand to a spot. The good news is that it can be trained. It can be trained. It's never or very unlikely to be perfect, because many of us think bigger picture. I need to get this guy out. I can't give up a hit. We think about the results. That's just the way we're sort of wired. But to get this guy out, what do I need to do? I need to bury my 1-2 slider down and into his back foot. That's how I get him out. So keeping your philosophy or your frame of mind on the process of what it takes to do that is really where you want your focus to be. And the best way that I know to get your mind to work that way in a game, yes, believe it or not, is through meditation. And meditation, no matter what age you are or what age your kids are or the kids you're coaching, meditation can be done. It's a skill. It can be worked on. And it's very simply thinking about one thing, which for most people is the breath, and staying on that one thought. And when other thoughts come into your head, like, gee, I wonder how long it's been. My alarm was going to go off when I was done in 5 minutes. How far into it am I? I have homework to do. I can't be meditating. Mom's cooking pot roast. It smells good. I want to get down there. When these thoughts come into your head, all of a sudden you acknowledge them and say, oh my God, Wayne's thinking about pot roast. Okay? Acknowledge it and then go back to thinking about your breathing. And that eventually, if you build up that skill, and trust me, in the year of 2014 here, having single-minded focus on the breath is very, very, very hard. Very hard. We're busy with our phones and computers and TVs and all these things. We're pressed for time that many of us have lost that simple skill of being focused. And it is a skill. And then when you're in a game and you're over here looking at the bullpen, wondering if someone's going to come in to relieve you, and you're being distracted by that, you can acknowledge that you're doing that and then say, why is Wayne thinking about the bullpen? Get back to locating this pitch. So whenever those thoughts come in, you acknowledge what is distracting you from the single purpose of locating the ball pitch by pitch. And meditation is a great, great way to do it. And I encourage you to do it daily. I encourage coaches to do it as part of their practice. My college guys love it. I have this little Bluetooth speaker, and a lot of times at the beginning of practice, especially when they're coming in from seeing a girlfriend or taking a test or having a job interview, we do 3 to 5 minutes, and I put on my little Bluetooth speaker with some chilled out music, and we just focus on our breath for a few minutes, and then sometimes we talk about it. and I'm 45 and I'm their coach, and sometimes during the 5 minutes that I'm trying to get everybody calm, the only thing I can think about is what I'm going to talk about when the 5 minutes are up. So no one perfects meditation. No one perfects their mental game. You're just constantly working on trying to improve it, because it's always a battle out here. It's a battle against the other team. It's a battle to find your stuff. It's a battle to stay single-handedly focused on your target and your location. It may never be perfect, but if you can improve that skill, the better off you'll be.